I'm going to bring out Jabra to begin. We have Caleb McDougall from Jabra, who is a senior vice president at the company. And I believe you're going to start, Caleb, with a video, but let's get you up on the screen. So,
can you see me and hear me, Ed? And can everybody else hear and see me?
I can see you, and hopefully everybody else can as well. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. It's great to be joining you here from Denmark, and it's great to see you and so many people here today. Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's what I was hoping would not happen. We'd hear a ring in the background. Unfortunately, I can't silence it. But anyway,
that's the reality of home working, Ed. That's the way it is.
While you show off your video, how's that?
That sounds perfect. It would be great to start with a short video introducing our new range of products we're going to talk about today. The Evolve 2 range, 3 products, the successor to our successful Evolve range of professional headsets. So let's take a short look at the video, and then we can talk about it a little bit more.
So let me start. Obviously, the theme here is working from home, which I venture to say we're all doing right now. Let's talk about the need, first off, just for a product like yours in terms of working from home. Obviously, it's not a new category of product, but put it in context for where we are now with everybody sort of sheltering in place and many of us having to work from home.
Yeah, I mean, we originally started developing the series of products last year, and the intention was to make these as professional headsets for flexible workers, people who might be in the office, working from home, working on the go, whose primary means of communication or connecting was via UC clients. At the time, we thought the data we had was 70% of people worked remotely once a week, and by 2025, remote working would rival fixed office working. I think it's fair to say it happened a little bit quicker than that. But nevertheless, we built these headsets that you could work in the office and we could work from home. I suppose the question is why? Why do you need a headset working from home as I'm wearing now, or why you might need them in the office? And I think we found there's 4 reasons that are important in a headset. When you're working, one of the things you want to do is be able to concentrate. So I want to be able to concentrate on this call, or maybe I'm creating content, I want to be able to concentrate. What do you need to do when you want to concentrate? You need to be able to block out noise. So we need to find a good system to be able to manage noise. In our high-end product, which is the Evolve 85H, which I have here, we have automatic noise cancelling, digital hybrid system, 10 microphones, and enabling us to have really good noise cancelling. The product I'm wearing here, the Evolve 265, it's passive noise cancelling, but if I just move this here, you can see the angle of the ear cushions block out the noise. So you've got a range of products that block out more noise than ever before. So concentration to block out noise. The second key thing is collaboration. We're collaborating, we're talking to each other here. What's important here is that you can hear me and I can hear you. And that's why we have a boom arm here. This is about having a really good voice pickup, even if there's noise or distractions around you. If your kids walk in, or for me, it's my dog could appear through that door at any moment and start barking, but you'd still be able to hear me well because of the focus we have on the voice pickup. All of these products meet the Microsoft Open Office standard. They're certified for Teams and Zoom as well, that we're using right now. And then we build on that by having DSP, digital sound processing, and microphones. As I said, in the 85, 10 microphones, and in this one, the 65, we have 3 microphones here, so you should be able to hear me really clearly. The third area we looked at was design, and I've been wearing this pretty much all day, talking to people. So it needs to be something that is comfortable. Jabra is part of a bigger Danish company called GM. We also make hearing aids and consumer devices, and we have scans of thousands of ears, and we use those scans to get the very best ear cushion design. I'm going to show you with the different version here. They're nicely angled, so it's really, really comfortable and you can wear through the whole day. And something that is also durable and appealing. So we've gone for a modern minimalistic design with premium materials. And the final thing that we found was important was flexibility. So this is a wireless device. So if I need to go outside or I need to answer the door, I can easily move around in the house. I can do whatever I need to do. Maybe I shouldn't admit this, but it's been a nice day here in Denmark. I've been sitting in the garden taking calls this afternoon, and I can easily do that with flexibility. So a professional headset will give you the ability to concentrate when you're working from home, to block out all the noise. It means you can be heard on the call, like I hope you can hear me well now with great microphone and voice pickup. And you'll be flexible. You can move around the house, pick up whatever you need to do, and still be able to get on with the work that you need to be able to get on with.
Okay, so when work stops, would you use this headphone to chill out and listen to music while you're out and about, or not?
Yes, and actually we find people want to listen to music to be able to concentrate as well and chill out. So we wanted to create a product that you could listen to music to. So here on the 85, as well as the A and C, there's 40mm speakers in here, so you can have a great music experience. This is modeled on our consumer device, the Elite 85H. We've adapted it for enterprise use, so it looks pretty much the same. You can wear this out and about because the boom arm is rather smart here. It just comes down, and then you can flick it back up in here if you want to do so. So you can easily wear this out and about. The Evolve 265 I'm wearing also has 40mm speakers. So great music if you want to chill out and relax, and you've had enough of PowerPoint or calls for the day. Okay,
important question. What do these cost?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the MSRP for the Evolve 285 is around about $450. Here for the Evolve 265 in stereo, you're looking at just over $200. And there is a version of this product that is corded, the Evolve 240. That's around about $120 in stereo. And they come in two different colors. You can see the black and the titanium here. Here we have the gold beige variant. I'm showing you the gold beige variant of the Elite 285. We've done it in different colors because people like product in different colors. Even if it's professional use, they want to wear it flexibly wherever they like. So a color choice is important as well.
Now, this is obviously a crowded category. There's lots of headsets, lots of companies, different quality and so forth. First of all, given the environment we're in, where we're stuck at home, other than doing what you're doing now, which is trying to get the word out, is this a challenging time for you to even sell these things?
No, is the honest answer. I think we're finding more and more people are in an environment like we are in now. And the products we make, this new range of Evolve products and the existing Evolve products are engineered exactly to help people in this environment, to be able to work wherever they are. So we're finding right now we have a significant demand for our products as more and more companies encourage or require their workforces to work from home. They're also wanting to provide those workforces with the tools that enable them to work from home. And a headset with professional audio capability is just that. So as more and more of us are working on Teams, we're working on Zoom, and we're connecting in that way, a headset is the best way to do it. And many companies are seeking to equip their teams and their staff to enable them to do it. So we're seeing a really high demand for our products right now.
Okay, we have time for maybe a couple of questions from the audience in the remaining time. And if we don't get to your question, just a quick reminder that Jabra and all the companies you'll be hearing from will have breakout rooms after the sessions in which you can dig in a lot deeper than we'll have a chance to do in the time we have. I see a question from Michael Heiss out there. Michael, can you hear us, or can we hear you? Let's see.
Well, let's try it out.
Yep, I can hear you.
We can hear you well, Michael. How you doing?
Very good, thank you. I presume that is sort of a UC-ish kind of thing. This is designed for computer use, but a lot of work from home or SMB kind of people. On my desk, I have a 4-line SMB kind of VTech phone and a VoIP phone that's connected to the system of one of my clients. Neither of those would work because they're not Bluetoothy computer. What solutions do you have for that, particularly as work from home people are going to suddenly find Cisco phones and the like on their desks?
I think, frankly, we're finding most people working from home are either connecting to their smartphone via Bluetooth, or they are connecting to their PC, as I am, via Bluetooth or via a USB cable, whether that's USB-A or USB-C. We do have other solutions. We have DECT connectivity that enables us to connect into other devices. And we seek to be as compatible with as many different soft phones or other platforms as possible. I can't answer your question straight away, Michael, on what the right product is for you, but we can chat in the breakout room. We can look at the compatibility guide we have on our website, and we can find, I'm sure we can find a solution that meets your needs right now. But I think the majority of people we're finding are either connecting via Bluetooth to their smartphone, Bluetooth to their PC, or with a cable device by USB-C or USB-A.
Thank you. I'll catch up with you later, although I didn't get the link to the breakout room. So if somebody from Showstoppers is monitoring that, and I'll catch up with you offline.
And Michael,
Perfect.
this is my fault. I should have everybody who asks this question identify who you're with and that sort of thing. So I'll quickly ask you that. Maybe we can squeeze in one more question, and everybody else, unfortunately, will have to chat in the breakout room. Michael, I think Michael's muted. So let's go to Jamie Rivera, who has a question. How you doing, Jamie? We can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Yeah, it's set a, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now.
We can. Hi,
Yeah,
Jamie.
Colin, it's funny. I've been using Jabra products for so many years. You guys had this like FM, you had this Bluetooth transmitter back in 2008 that could connect to pretty much any phone. And it would connect to your headsets. That was like a really good product. But my question about these particularly is one of the biggest pain points of noise canceling headsets, and that is just every single product, doesn't matter what company, Sony, whatever, is call quality. So for me, for example, the variation that you've made to the Elite 85H is fantastic. The question is, can I use them fully like a pair of Elite 85s? Because I know a lot of people would be willing to just buy one headset that is their noise canceling, travel typical headset that they're always carrying. But if they had the option for a boom mic, it would just make it even more of an added use case in there.
Yeah, I mean that's it. That is, I think you've described the Evolve 85 extremely well, actually, Jamie. It is a product that you can use just like this, that, as you probably recognize, looks very similar to the Elite 85 with active noise cancelling. There are actually microphones on the side, so if you don't want to, you don't need to put the boom on. But alternatively, you can just flick the boom arm down like that, and then you have the best possible noise pickup. It actually cancels out 96% more background noise than the previous Evolve products we've had. So I guess in simple terms, there's your traveling on your airplane, normal ANC commuter product. You want to take a call, just flick the boom arm down. You can make the call. People can hear you properly. Flick the boom arm back up, and you're listening to music in ANC again.
All right, I'm gonna need one of those. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, again, I will remind everyone yet again that you can get more from Jabra and the other companies in the breakout rooms afterwards. So thank you, Caleb. I'm sorry we couldn't get to more questions here, but we'll do the best we can in the time we have. So thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you, everybody.
And we're going to move on to our next company, which is Nect World. And we have with us the CEO and founder, Misha Rudominski, joining us in just a second, if all goes well. And Misha, I understand you have a short video as well to begin the presentation.
Yeah, before the video, I would like to welcome everybody and I personally thank you for being here. And I'm talking to you from the comfort of this nice Airbnb I'm lucky to be kind of quarantined in. And now I would love to ask to put the video on. It's not on my side.
Yeah, I'm not.
When you need to jump on a business call. Come on, let's face it. We live in a fast-paced world. You need to be ready to get online at a moment's notice. You can't waste valuable time looking for a cafe with good Wi-Fi or guessing if your phone hotspot is going to get you the speeds that you need. On top of that, it takes less than a minute for somebody in the same Wi-Fi network to break into your computer. All your photos, important documents, passwords, even bank account information can be stolen and deleted during these 60 seconds. Meet Nect Modem, the complete and elegant solution to these problems. This sexy little modem equips your workstation with secure high-speed internet everywhere cellular networks reach. Just stick it onto your laptop and let this little beast get you online fast while keeping your connection safe from intruders. Take your video call in the park. Sign that contract in the cafe. Send those documents at the airport before departure. Watch some movies on the train. Working from home? Brainstorm with your team during a video call while sitting on the couch wearing only your PJs. Do it all securely thanks to the Nect Modem's VPN, proxy, and a firewall. Even if those words might mean nothing to you, they assure that all your data is transferred securely and anonymously. Everything in one elegant solution to ensure your browsing is absolutely private, while your information is entirely safe and sound. The Nect Modem gives you the ability to purchase personalized data plans in 208 countries and territories around the world. Don't waste your time and money buying a SIM card or paying for roaming. Now, let's compare the internet speed of your phone hotspot, public Wi-Fi, and the Nect modem. The difference is significant. The Nect modem has one job: to get you online fast using a USB connection, no matter if you have Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. The Nect modem becomes a hi-fi hotspot for up to 10 devices in the click of a button, so you can share your connection with your coworkers or friends. The best part is, you don't need to charge it. The Nect modem becomes an integral part of your laptop. It works as long as your laptop is charged. And who made it possible? Some big corporations? No. Misha did, with his incredible team of engineers, designers, and software developers. The Nect modem is awesome, secure, reliable, fast, mobile, and you can totally afford it. Having your own Nect modem makes you independent. Go to nectmodem.com and be connected everywhere. Or when you need to jump on a business call. Come on, let's face it. We live in a fast-paced world. You need to be ready to get online at a moment's notice. You can't waste valuable time looking for a cafe with good Wi-Fi or guessing if your phone hotspot is going to get you the speeds that you need. On top of that, it takes less than a minute for somebody in the same Wi-Fi network to break into your computer. All your photos, important documents, passwords, even bank account information can be stolen and deleted during these 60 seconds. Meet Nect Modem, the complete and elegant solution to these problems. This sexy little modem equips your workstation with secure high-speed internet everywhere cellular networks reach. Just stick it onto your laptop and let this little beast get you online fast while keeping your connection safe from intruders. Take your video call in the park. Sign that contract in the cafe. Send those documents at the airport before departure. Watch some movies on the train. Working from home? Brainstorm with your team during a video call while sitting on the couch wearing only your PJs. Do it all securely thanks to the Nect Modem's VPN, proxy, and a firewall. Even if those words might mean nothing to you, they assure that all your data is transferred securely and anonymously. Everything in one elegant solution to ensure your browsing is absolutely private, while your information is entirely safe and sound. The Nect Modem gives you the ability to purchase personalized data plans in 208 countries and territories around the world. Don't waste your time and money buying a SIM card or paying for roaming. Now, let's compare the internet speed of your phone hotspot, public Wi-Fi, and the Nect modem. The difference is significant. The Nect modem has one job: to get you online fast using a USB connection, no matter if you have Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. The Nect modem becomes a hi-fi hotspot for up to 10 devices in the click of a button, so you can share your connection with your coworkers or friends. The best part is, you don't need to charge it. The Nect modem becomes an integral part of your laptop. It works as long as your laptop is charged. And who made it possible? Some big corporations? No. Misha did, with his incredible team of engineers, designers, and software developers. The Nect modem is awesome, secure, reliable, fast, mobile, and you can totally afford it. Having your own Nect modem makes you independent. Go to nectmodem.com and be connected everywhere.
I hope you love the video, and Ed, I would love to answer all your questions.
Great. Well, thanks, Misha. Where are you calling in from?
Right now I'm in Boulder, Colorado, so not too far from where you are.
Well, it's a ways away. So in your video, obviously you mentioned working from home, which is what we're all doing, but there were also a lot of scenarios which are not possible now, traveling and all of those situations. So make the case, if you would, for your product versus what I'm doing now, and a lot of us, I suspect, are doing. We're on Wi-Fi at home. Why is this a solution for home?
Thank you for a great question. I would love to update some information. So before coronavirus, there were estimated to be 3.7 million remote workers in the US alone, and over 20 million all around the world. Now, with the COVID-19 situation, the peak of the amount of people is estimated to be up to 6 times from the before COVID-19. So a lot of people coming home, and networks are overloading, and the people are losing security. So there's 2 main problems you can see with people moving home. First is that all the networks that provide Wi-Fi at home were set up to work for a certain amount of people. So you can hear a lot of cable providers around the US and around the world stating that their networks are not, do not supposed to support such a high load. So you can probably, I don't know you personally, but we found that a lot of people experience a lot of downtime on their Wi-Fi networks, and you don't want to have that during an important call. You don't want to be talking about your business, about a big contract, and seeing that your screen is just frozen, and now you just need to kind of run around and try to figure it out. And the second question, which is raised, is the security. When people work from the offices, they rely on the IT department that provides all the security for their communication. But when people work from home, Wi-Fi networks at home usually have an old, outdated password. They might be already pretty old and don't have a modern level of security. And that's where Nect Modem comes. Because we connect to cellular networks, we get rid of that node that allows people to connect to your laptop. And we also provide a VPN that allows you to secure your connection even more.
Now, I'm working in my home office, which happens to be the basement of my house, and sometimes cellular is, shall I say, challenging down here. So what kind of guarantees, and maybe you can't make a full guarantee, but just about coverage in general? Obviously, we're all in different situations when we're at home and really anywhere else, but certainly in the home environment, it can be a challenge.
Yeah, the case is that, for example, you wouldn't be, your office being in a basement would kind of make Nect Modem not a perfect example of of the use. But most people have the offices somewhere in their bedroom. They have a separate room. They work. People living around the world who live in the block of flats. They have in apartments. They have usually have in the cities have a great cellular connection, and for people who already have a great Wi-Fi at home, this is more of a backup solution. But for those, and we get a lot of feedback from people pretty much saying, oh, my Wi-Fi is just not, I cannot get on a full call, I'm only doing audio. And cellular networks are just considered to be more stable in the internet, in the Wi-Fi speed, in the connection speed they provide. Wi-Fi can go usually much faster, but they also have those 2-3% of time where they just go to the speeds that are not even good enough for you to have a video call. While cellular networks are just considered, they don't go to 1 gigabit per second, right? 4G, for example, only provides 150 megabits, but it's just the downtime of cellular networks is almost zero when you talk about cities and highly populated areas.
Will you have a 5G solution, by the way?
Yes, we plan to launch 5G in the future. That's what we're working on right now. Is just that we are a global product, and for the most of the world, 5G is just there's no specific reason to overpay for a product that is not going to be usable globally for quite a while. So yes, we're already working on the development of 5G product, but we only plan to launch it when we see that there is a need for it and people already can benefit from it. We don't want to over-engineer something that is not, usable by most of people.
Right. I know we're going to have a couple of questions in a minute. Just real quick, talk about the cost involved here.
Yeah. So MSRP is $139. With that, you get the USB modem itself, the cables to connect it to USB cable to connect it to the laptop, magnetic stickers that allow you to connect it to your laptop, and access to the VPN subscriptions and data plans available, as we said in the video, in 208 countries and territories. But we launched on Indiegogo. Let me just finish.
I'm sorry to interrupt. You would get your coverage from where? Just
Yeah, so we partner with the cellular network providers all around the world to allow people to pretty much, before they go to any country in the world, buy a data plan from us, and the moment they land or come by train, come by car to any country, they will be able to already get online.
All right, one last quick one from me, and then I'll take a couple of questions. You mentioned that you don't have to charge it because it's going to get a charge from your laptop, but is there much of a drain on the laptop itself when you're using this?
So part of our of a development process was to make it as low powered as possible. So we expect right now our tests show that it takes as much power as using Wi-Fi hotspot. So if your Wi-Fi connection, so if your laptop works for 10 hours without with Wi-Fi without the charge, it will work for around 9 hours and 40 minutes with our device. We still go a bit higher than the Wi-Fi connection, but we're working on even decreasing it more. So we launched on Indiegogo on 28th of April. We already have a developed product. We're ready to start manufacturing. And on 28th of April, we'll go online on Indiegogo platform, and we hope to get everybody stoked about it and everybody on board with what we're doing.
Okay, I'm going to take a question from my friend Rob Pecoraro, who's out there. Rob, how you doing? Oh, I got to unmute you. Sorry.
I knew I was forgetting something there.
Yeah.
So,
how you doing, Rob?
Doing well. My question is again about the carriers you're using. I understand it's different ones all around the world, but in the U.S., for instance, if you're looking at AT&T versus Verizon versus T-Mobile, they're not all going to be the same quality if you are, for instance, in a cabin in Montana. So I'd like a little more clarity about whose network you're reselling. Second, there's this option I see in the site, the cost of any provider of your choosing. Is that a case where you just pop in a prepaid SIM you already have, and then the Nect modem acts like any other Wi-Fi hotspot?
Thank you for your question. So first, we try to partner with almost as many providers as possible in the country. So in the US, we plan to support Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. So on our web app that will allow you to control the Nect modem, you are able to choose the carrier that you prefer, or allow us to switch between carriers to provide the best connectivity. So if you know that if you know that in your area only AT&T supports a good quality of connection, then you will be able to choose that you want to go with AT&T. And the answer to the second question is that yes, we have a SIM slot that allows you to put any prepaid SIM inside of the Nect modem and use it both as the USB modem for your laptop and it's a primary use, and also a Wi-Fi hotspot for up to 10 other devices.
Great. Let's try and squeeze in another question if we can. And again, a reminder, please identify your publication or who you write for. Excuse me. Next up, we have Tony, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Hanides, is that right?
That's close enough. How's it going, guys? Thanks a lot for doing
How are
this
you?
today. I'm well, thank you. Misha, nice to meet you. You mentioned that you guys have a VPN built into this little device here. Question about the endpoints. Are we able to choose the endpoints? How secure are they? Are they end-to-end, are they fully end-to-end encrypted? And are you collecting any of the data to resell to other companies to possibly keep the price as low as you guys are promising?
So we are partnering with one of the existing VPN providers for now, which we did extensive research to provide the best VPN solution to our customers right now. So it's one of the existing VPN providers. I cannot, disclose which one exactly, but yes, we because we work with the existing one, they already have the entire system set up, so you don't need to worry, and they have an end-to-end encryption. And also, if your company has an existing, VPN, you also can set it up through our app.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Misha, and thanks for the questions. Once again, a quick reminder that if you didn't get your question answered, and I know there were more people who wanted questions answered, go to the breakout rooms after the sessions are over, and you'll be able to hopefully get more detail on on Next, and also the other companies that we'll be hearing from and have heard from. So thanks again, Misha. And next up, we have OWC, and representing OWC is the founder and CEO, Larry O'Connor. And we'll just give Larry a second. Are you there, Larry?
I'm here. How you doing, Ed?
I'm good. How's it going?
No, so far so good.
So far, so good. Where are you coming in from?
Coming in from Austin, Texas.
One of my favorite places.
Right on, right on. And we've
Yes.
got people all around the world, but I get to spend these days in Austin.
Not a bad place to be. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about OWC. Now, you guys, of course, are involved with a lot of products that would be in the home office scenario. And I guess my first question is, what are people buying right now? And what do what's kind of spiking?
It's a huge, broad, search across. I mean, I don't even know where to start. I mean, there's so many things that, folks are, needing at home, finding out that they can do at home and now have maybe a little extra time to do it. Our product line, has really been there for this for decades, literally. But our docks, especially the little travel docks, which make it really easy to plug in a second display, a keyboard, and a mouse. But to bring in media as well. Those things have been going through the roof, mainly because if you're at home and you're on a laptop, you need a quick and easy way, especially a company issued laptop, quick and easy way to connect a couple USB devices and still power your computer. Storage has been huge because folks have to back up that important company data. They may need to offload some data that they've collected before so they can do more with their home computer. So those products have seen a big jump. Another area we're seeing, of all things, HomePods and earbuds and earphones. And some of that's kind of that privacy thing. And the other part of it is just ambience. If you're in the house, in your room, the HomePod, nice to have that smart speaker, playing some music, giving you some background. It gets, you got to bring some life into the environment, and those products have been doing also really well. And the last area I go into has been just internal upgrades and general expansion. We make a lot of products that help people increase the performance of their Macs and PCs, memory, solid state drives. We offer really easy guides and videos to show folks not only how to install these products, but also how to set them up, make an easy move your data easily, keep it all going so that, when you need that extra bit of performance, we make it easy to get the right memory and install it. And I guess I should go out and say, our products are available through hundreds of channel partners around the world, as well as, of course, direct from our macsales.com site. We manufacture, we engineer, we design these solutions as well as sell them. And something that's been really good. I mean, in Illinois, we've got a great team that's kept the doors open. Just about everybody possible is now working from home. But we've got about 60 people that do come into operation. Our main headquarters in Woodstock every day. They're processing goods in. We have product development still going on. They're continuing the testing and QC assurances, and they're getting this product every day moved out the door so that people that need these things can get them. Kudos to UPS, to FedEx, and even in U.S. Postal in the U.S. for really doing a great job maintaining a delivery performance. A friend of mine in Austin needed it. Used Macs, by the way, have been going through the roof as well because folks are finding out maybe what they had at home isn't quite enough of what they need, but it was amazing. Typically it's 2 to 3 days ground from Chicago down to Austin, and my neighbor needed a Mac. Hooked him up, and he ordered it on Thursday and delivered on Saturday. By ground, which I had to double check and make sure there wasn't some mistake and didn't go out air or something. So things are, we got a great team and things are moving. I also want to say, this COVID-19 thing, and I will stop talking. We can show a little video, can show some products, but we've taken a lot of measures to make sure that our team is safe. We've got distancing in the workspace. We've shifted people out so that there's less folks working at the same time. We have masks. Everybody's doing, we're doing temperatures twice a day on folks. We're being overly cautious of anybody, whether they may have symptoms that could be this thing, or they're aware of somebody around them. I mean, we're making sure that they have the option to be at home without penalty. It's so far gone really, really well. And early on, we already had a lot of precautions in place. And I think we've done things to keep it a very safe workforce. Even before this, our air ventilation system has always had MERV 13 filters and a UV section that kills all that stuff that the filter doesn't catch. We're on this, and we're really glad to be an essential business provider for security, medical, technology, and of course all this work for home gear.
Right, right. I know you have a video you're going to show, so I'll let you do that. And then I have a couple more questions. And again, we'll take questions if you have them from the audience. And why don't you show your video?
Good deal. I think that's being spun up. In person, but this was that's one of our most popular products. It's really awesome for work from home right now because people do need portability. That actually video only lists up to 2 terabytes. We were in the final qualification for our 4 terabyte model. That's actually going to start shipping in 1 week. So 4 terabytes in that little tiny drive that's waterproof, super fast, and exceptionally portable. And plus, you can run it over with a car or truck. I mean, that's that's coming to
how much is that going to cost?
The 4 terabyte?
Yeah.
Well, I'll start with the 250. The 250s are pretty reasonable. They're well under a couple $100. A terabyte is around 300. The 4 terabyte gets into about 500. The technology for density goes up. A 4 terabyte is running about $1,000. But if you need that capacity and you need that performance and you want rugged stores that can survive, not just some dust and some water, but I'm telling you, actually, we have a video coming out showing, this thing being tracked. They attempt to trash it on a racetrack. Your data is safe, fast, and secure on all of our Envoy products.
I'm going to take a question in a second. You already hit on one of my main things, which is how quickly you're going to get delivery of this stuff. Obviously, you hear stories and delays, understandably, and we worry when I get a package and we're, wiping it clean before it gets in the door. Do I have to do that with your products, number one? And number two, are you seeing supply constraints right now? And if so, where?
We've maintained a really good relationship with all of our suppliers. Even before this thing, we're pretty conservative. We, just kind of, I give you, and I guess an industry back inside, however you want to take a look at it. Chinese New Year is always an interesting time, and that's across all of manufacturing. And we tend to get ahead of the curve even before Chinese New Year. When folks come back to the factory, after the holiday, there's normally, even without COVID-19, there can be delays. Sometimes you see some QC hiccups, other little challenges. So we actually try to get ahead of the holiday so we have a buffer following. And the other big thing, we've always have been very conservative, and just like us and our customers, our suppliers, they need to be paid. And we've done, we've definitely maintained, how to say, for operative purposes, we've been on time. We're making sure that all of our key suppliers, all of our suppliers, in fact, anybody we have a commitment to, we're making good and keeping good on those commitments so they can continue to make good on getting us the solutions we need. The biggest challenge at this point hasn't actually been factory production and some of the key components. And that's the other thing, a lot of this stuff we manufacture, not just outside China, but we also do it in North America and even in Woodstock, Illinois. So it's a pretty diverse supply chain. And the biggest challenge for the parts that don't come local has really been with sea shipments being a bit delayed, and now with all the commercial air traffic going away, making up and compensating for things here and there, air's gotten pretty expensive. But we're conservative in how we approach inventory, and we have to have it on the shelf for folks that need it to get it, and we've made sure that we have the product. And as far as wiping everything down, fortunately, the virus doesn't survive too well through the supply chain, through the shipping process. Our folks are wearing gloves, they're wearing masks, the goods. I mean, I argue our stuff is, you should always take every precaution, but coming out of our facility, it's a very clean facility. Folks have noted that they can eat off the floor in our warehouse. I mean, it's like that. And our team, especially with COVID, is taking those precautions. And of course, once you get it, let it sit outside if you have to for a day, or bring it in. I mean, the box is probably your biggest risk if it's even a risk, but take all the precautions. We've taken all the precautions to minimize risk to you. And I do want to show this. This is one of my absolutely favorite products. This is the travel dock I spoke of. I take this with me everywhere. I've used it literally around the world. and it lets me, I can sit down at somebody's desk, they let me borrow their monitor and their keyboard mouse. It's got all the ports. I usually bring my own mouse. Actually, I've got my wireless dongle plugged into it. This has made work from home really great. In addition to our larger docks, which are perfect for a desk, this thing lets you go out back, sit on the porch, go sit in the woods, how to say, with the other gentleman's product, and it's bus powered, and lets you plug that keyboard mouse and plug external storage in and work anywhere.
Cool. And the cost on that again, or what is the cost?
This is only $59.99.
$9.99. Okay. I'm going to take a question now from, again, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Is it Mukhtar Kane? And Mukhtar, please identify who you are with or write for.
Hello, do you hear me well?
I can
hear you.
Okay, thanks. I'm calling from France. I'm working with a French press, and one of the collaboration is how to do magazine. And in fact, I'm reviewing right now a hard drive disk ruggedized, one of your competitors, and I'm happy to know your brand because I didn't know it before, and I would like to know if your product will be sold in France, and what would be the difference with your competitors like SanDisk and Western Digital, because they have the kind of same product. Thank you, and thank you for Showstoppers doing that.
Great. Did you get that?
Good question. We have in Belgium, we have a distribution service and support location. We do actually sales and light manufacturing now in Europe. We have resellers across Europe, including in France. Macway is one that comes to mind in France as an example. In terms of the solution and what makes it different compared to some of the others you mentioned, we really focus on performance. If you look at a lot of solid state drives, especially today with QLC flash, QLC is allowed a lot of these drives to come down in cost. But the problem with QLC is it depends on a cache portion. You get a little bit of performance, at peak, maybe 1 to 3% of the drive typically, and then after that, the drive can slow down even to be slower than a hard drive, less than 100 megs a second. We build our drives so that you get long, sustained, high performance writes, as opposed to get that little burst and then slow down. If you're just reading data off the drive, it doesn't matter as much. But when you're moving data around, when you're generating new data, if you're doing editing, if you're going to do a backup or a clone and want to move that data someplace else, this is where our drive really shines. And from a cost point of view, we're very, very competitive gig for gig. Our drives, depending upon the model, we build these drives in North America as well as in Taiwan.
Great. Well, Larry, thanks a lot for being with us. And again, if you have questions for Larry and ODBC, please join them in their breakout room. You should have access or be able to get that at showstoppers.com. So take a look.
Yes, PR, if you can have the PR.
Great, thank you. We're going to move on to our final company. Last but not least, we have 10-1 Design, and we're going to be joined by Anderson Campbell from 10-1 Design.
Hi there, Ed. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. How's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. Out here in Portland, Oregon, where it's kind of cool and rainy in the morning. So what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about 10-1 Design just real quickly, and then showcase a couple of our products, and hopefully we'll have time for some questions, if that's okay.
That works for me.
Great. So 10-1 Design, we are an award-winning small company. We make remarkable products for remote work. And each year we develop and release a new clever idea. And we've been a remote company ourselves for the last 10 years. So we know this whole remote work thing because this is our daily reality. And to that end, we focus a lot of our products on enhancing the lifestyle of the remote worker. Now, traditionally, we've looked at the remote workers being like those digital nomads, those road warriors, but with the COVID-19 stuff, we've seen work from home morph from a lifestyle choice really into a public health necessity, and it's impacted, as you all know, almost every industry. And one of the ones the industries were particularly concerned about has been education, as we've seen remote learning become the norm in a lot of schools since they've had to cancel their classes for the rest of the term, already making contingency plans for maybe canceling into the fall as well. And we want to empower this new set of workers by bringing office level productivity into your house. So I'm going to see if I can start some screen sharing here and just walk us through a few of the products that we have available that we think are really going to boost. You can see here the first set of products I want to share is about our Mountie and our Mountie Plus. And these do what they say. These are already finding use in thousands of homes as workers do their part to stay home, stay healthy. But one of the things that we found that a lot of newly remote workers lack are a true multi-display setup like they're accustomed to in their office where they work. And Mountie provides universal mounting of the iPad or the tablet that you already have to your laptop computer. It's fully mechanical and adjustable, and it has some pretty amazing grip strength to it. It results in a really secure union between your tablet and your laptop computer, and setup is super, super easy. It takes just a couple of seconds. Mountie is for smartphones and small tablets. It's this guy right here. And Mountie Plus, which you just saw in that video, is really for large tablets. And we can do a full range of tablets, 5 to 9 millimeters thick. And together, these two products cover all of your iPads, iPad Pro, even the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. And when it's combined with a desktop extension app like Sidecar or Duet Display, Mountie offers a seamless integration with both Macs and PCs. It really enables you to replicate your multi-display setup. It offers an amazing way to make any place your workplace. Wouldn't you like to have a setup like that at home? Cost for Mountie is $24.95. Mountie Plus, which is this guy right here, this guy is $34.95.
It just snaps on.
Snaps on. It's super secure.
How heavy a machine could you attach to it?
You can detach almost, we've tested this with nearly the full range of tablets that are available and almost all the laptops and notebooks that we can get our hands on. And so it's really a super secure setup. It doesn't cause your notebook to close. It doesn't drop off anything. You can get a pair of these, both Mountie and Mountie Plus, right now for $49.95. So we found this to be an incredibly elegant and simple solution to replicating that multi-display setup without having to go buy another display. You're taking things you already have in your house, tech you already have, and marrying it together in a really intuitive and simple way. The next product that I want to share with you, this is a software product. This was something that is called Inklet 2. It's originally, we conceived this as a tool for digital artists, but we've recently repurposed it for shared whiteboard and screen annotation and thinking about having teachers use this for environment. What Inklet 2 does is it allows you to write and draw on your trackpad with much finer control and enhanced sensitivity over standard trackpad use. And the result is that drawing with a stylus on the trackpad, way more intuitive and responsive. You'll know from using a trackpad that like most trackpads ignore small movements by default, which is super helpful when you're using a mouse, but it's kind of hard to draw accurately and you find that your movements are either ignored or they're exaggerated. But Inklet 2 connects directly to the trackpad and it sends through all of those interactions that are otherwise ignored. So you can lightly touch on the trackpad and move your cursor around as usual, but as soon as you start to apply even the slightest bit of pressure, you're drawing easily. And that's because Inklet detects the pressure, it detects the movement, and it replicates that for smooth, accurate, linear drawing. It allows you to customize the pressure that you want. So if you find it's too sensitive, you can dial that back just a little bit. And it works with any capacitive stylus. We think it works particularly well with our Pogo pen, but it can be customized as you see fit. One of the things that's really kind of cool about Inklet, and here we have a virtual artist or an artist using Inklet with one of our Mountie displays going on there. One of the things that's pretty cool about Inklet 2, though, are the customizable sliders. we take the 4 edges of the trackpad and we use those as virtual sliders, allowing you to slide your stylus or finger along the edge of your trackpad and activate an action, like here, changing your brush size. You can do that undoing your action. Inklet 2 comes preloaded with sliders for really popular apps like Photoshop and Pixelmator and Sketchbook Pro, but you can fully customize the actions of those sliders in whatever program that you're using. We have been hearing from a lot of teachers that feel overwhelmed, and we want to help them. We're all in this together. And so today we're announcing the launch of a new basic mode for Inklet 2, and it's designed especially with teachers in mind. It simplifies the learning curve for Inklet 2 and allows you to just start the program and get drawing. All of those advanced features are still there, but this hopefully will empower teachers and educators and quickly. And I just want to show you what Inklet 2 looks like in action. So I'm going to bring up Zooms. Without Inklet 2 running on my computer, I can take my stylus and I can write, and I find that even the most careful movements are pretty much magnified, and that takes up a lot of my screen. But as soon as I turn Inklet 2 on, I find that it's much easier to write and to draw. One thing Inklet 2 can't do is it can't make your penmanship better. And so my penmanship is bad, and that's going to be replicated in all of its glory, but it is pretty fast and it's pretty easy to use.
You just blew it with me because I have the worst penmanship known to man. Right. And what's the cost there?
Well, the cost there is normally is $39.95, but to celebrate the launch of Inklet 2's basic mode, we're offering a sale on Inklet 2 starting today. We're going to discount that by 50% and for the next 30 days. And we hope that this sale allows us to empower educators and other newly remote workers by providing them with some truly remarkable products for remote work.
And if somebody wanted these products or any other products you sell, where do they get them? They come to your website, or
yeah,
what?
They come to our website, 101design.com, and you'll find the most accurate and up-to-date pricing there, as well as the availability. Our shipping has not really been impacted too much. We're experiencing a little bit of a delay, but most of our products are going out pretty quickly.
And 10-1 is TEN?
TENONE design.com.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for joining us, Anderson, and thank again all the companies that have, well, 4 companies that graced us with their presence today. Again, I want to remind everybody that all 4 companies will be available in breakout rooms, so you can hopefully get your questions answered that we didn't have time to get to. So by all means, take advantage of that, and thank you all again. I'm going to bring Sarah back out here, I guess, for some final housekeeping. And again, thanks for joining from my end, and I'll catch you all soon. Sarah?
Hi, thanks, Ed. Thanks so much. That was great. Some really cool stuff there we saw. And on behalf of the entire Showstoppers team, let me thank all of you, as well as Ed and our presenters, for joining us today. We could not have done this without you. And of course, we hope that you enjoyed today's session and found it informative. We invite you to revisit your emails as well as showstoppers.com and look to the breakout rooms to continue your conversations with each of the participating companies. This time with your video time, so about an hour from now. Don't forget, all of your resources will remain available on showstoppers.com. And more importantly, we look forward to future episodes with different themes in the near future. So stay tuned to see what is coming up next on Showstoppers TV. Take care and be healthy. And of course, we look forward to once again welcoming you in person at a Showstoppers media reception in the near future. Have a great day, and so long.